Hello everyone and welcome to episode 100 of this Let's Play series of Star Trek Online. My name is Winters and you are very welcome. So, instead of doing a story mission this time, at least I don't think I'm going to do a story mission this time, I'm going to bring you guys up to speed on some things that are currently going on in game. Now, first thing that we're going to do is we're going to collect the free giveaway for today, which is 2 specialization points and this universal tech upgrade. So we'll claim them.
Congratulations.
We'll claim the tech upgrade. And I'm just going to take a quick peek and see how many spec points we have now. We have 5, okay. So I'm going to open up Pilot. This now is going to complete our Pilot Specialization Tree. And what it will actually do is, if I go here to Starship Traits, this pedal to the metal is going to change to an improved pedal to the metal. Excuse me. And that will happen once I spend the final 5 points in here, which I'm about to do. So we'll spend these final 5 points. There, and that's our first specialization tree, 100% complete, all done. And if we go back to traits, we can see now, improved pedal to the metal. It just basically means the stats are a little bit better. And every one of the specialization trees, Command Officer, Intelligence Officer, Pilot, and Temporal Operative are all primary specializations. Each of them has a starship trait after spending 15 points in any of them, and an improved version of that trait when you have spent 30 points in each of them. And the 2 secondaries then, Commando and Strategist, since they're secondaries, they only have 15 points available in them, and as you would expect, there's a starship trait after spending 15 points in either one, but there is no improved version. Okay, so that's that. Now, one other thing, you've probably noticed these holograms that are going here. They actually moved up the 7th anniversary, and this is the anniversary of when Star Trek Online first came online. They moved it up by a week, so it was actually landed today. I wasn't expecting the anniversary to arrive until next week. And one of the things that this has in store for us is basically another free tier 6 ship. And if I open up my character sheet and click on reputations and click on events, we can see here we have a new active project. And what we have to do is exchange 1,000 7th anniversary prize vouchers for your very own tier 6 Lucari science vessel. So I'm going to select that project and queue it up. And it works very similar to the winter event, which we've already seen, where we done 1 daily for 25 days and built up 1,000 prize vouchers and then turned them in for a new ship. This one is a little bit different though. I'm going to open up the mission journal, and this happens always every year the very same way. So there is always a featured episode, basically a new mission that comes out on the anniversary. And when you play that mission for the first time ever, you will get 400 of these prize vouchers. So this is the mission here of Science Importance, and we can see it's up here. This is where featured episodes will always be. They'll always be up at the very top, rather than down the bottom. This, after the 7th anniversary, will eventually move down here, either into actually it'll go into this New Frontiers tab, but for now it's up here because it's a featured episode. Anyway, I'm going to hail it.
The Lucari have discovered some unusual activity in an
and we can see we get a featured episode, weekly reward, dilithium, and 400 7th anniversary prize vouchers.
To what happened recently.
So I'm going to accept that. Now, I'm not going to do that mission on camera yet because it will be out of order, but I wanted to show you guys that where is it here? You get 400 of the prize vouchers. Now, this is always the same for every anniversary. Not for the summer event, not for the winter event, only for the anniversary. Do you get 400 vouchers from the get-go once you play whatever the featured episode is. This featured episode weekly reward is you can either choose an enhanced universal tech upgrade or one specialization point. And there is, let's see, there's 1, 2, 3. So 3, and then that would be 4. The featured episode is going to run for 4 weeks. And for each week, you can get one of these, and you can either pick a universal tech upgrade or you can pick a specialization point. I will be picking specialization points, just so that you guys know. Right. Next thing. There is a new reputation. You probably have already noticed that. Here it is here. The Lucari Restoration Initiative. Now, as you can see, I already have the daily on cooldown. There's 12 hours and 36 minutes left on that. I am starting, well, as you can see, I've already started this, and I'm going to continue this for the next 40 days. That's how long it will take me to get it from tier 0, where it is now, all the way up to tier 5. It's going to take 40 days. So I will be working on that every day. I will be doing at least one mission that gives me Lucari marks, which are required for it. And yeah, I'll keep you guys updated. I probably won't mention it again until we're tier 5 and we have the tier 5 reward where we get 32,000 dilithium, 750 Lucari marks, and whatever expertise and everything that comes with it. So yeah, I want to let you guys know about that. Now, what else has come out in this? Oh, actually, I forgot to mention this. This is the first time ever that a season release has come out at the same time as the anniversary. So season 12 has hit today as well. This is the 7th anniversary, but season 12 was also released. Now, part of season 12 was a new R&D school, this one here, for kits and modules. You can see I'm nearly finished ground weapons. I nearly have it up to level 15, and projectiles only has to go from 14 to 15, and then I'll be able to work on this one. Now, I said when these two schools are at level 15, I was going to do an in-depth discussion on the R&D system. That hasn't changed. I will do an in-depth walkthrough of the R&D system once these two schools are level 15. I will ignore this one for that. It's not a big deal. It's nothing major. Nothing will be missed by it. Okay, so that's that. Now, let's see what else. Right, Q is back with us, and he has a number of missions. So, if you talk to Q, he will have one mission that is called Omega Molecule Stabilization. It's a daily. Now, if we scroll down here, look what we get. 7th anniversary prize vouchers. Basically, the currency that is needed for our free tier 6 ship. So, we get 400 of these from the get-go for doing the featured episode there. And we have to do 15 of these dailies at 40 prize vouchers a time in order to build up to 1,000. So yeah, just over 2 weeks you have to do, and you will have enough prize vouchers. These are other items that you can get. You choose one of these 3 here, so you can either get a 7th anniversary party box, which I never really pick it. Like, it has some XP boosts usually in them. I suppose they're good in their own way. Dilithium, personally, I think is far more valuable and important. And then you can get the 7th anniversary party horn. Typically what I do is I claim one of these on my first run, and then after that, every other one I collected the dilithium. Excuse me, I was getting tongue-tied. So, what I'm going to do is... I'm quickly going to run to the bank, actually. That's what I'm going to do. Because we may as well make use of stopping off here at ESD, since we have. And these can go in. And let's put these in here. And yeah, everything else can be sold. Okay, close that out. You can see here, here's a Lucari Restoration Initiative equipment pack. If I double click that, we got this Polaron sniper rifle. I don't know what that is. Plezo. It's only Mark 12 rare, so I'm not that interested in it. I'm going to clear out my inventory here. Sell, sell, sell. Okay. Right, there's everything cleared up again. Right. So that Omega stabilization daily, as you can see, I already had the mission accepted, and basically it wants us to go to 3 different locations and take or play the mini game that is there, and I will show you that mini game now. So one of them, as you can see here, is Earth Space Dock, and what you can do to try and find where you have to go, if you hit V for Victor on your keyboard, you will get your tricorder will highlight where it is that you have to go. And I don't want to go over there because that one is actually in the wrong place, believe it or not. There should be another one around here somewhere. Aha! There, right, Medbay. So yeah, V for Victor, and you should be able to follow it. It'll always point in the direction of the closest anomaly. Okay, so this Stabilize Omega Particle is a little mini game. It comes every year for the anniversary, and this is the daily that you have to do. You have to do it in 3 different locations, one of them being, well, this time is Earth Space Dock. And all you have to do is catch Omega molecules. Now, you can use the arrow keys on your keyboard if you want, but trust me, if you want to be successful at this, do what I'm doing, which is basically using the mouse. I'm moving the mouse just up and down, and I'm catching the Omega molecules before they have a chance to escape. And what you get then is Omega traces, depending on your score. Now, a maximum score is 2,700, and the higher your score, the more stuff you will get. And yeah, that's basically it, really. Now, the traces can be crafted into higher value items. So, for example, there are red Omega traces, there are yellow Omega traces, and there are blue Omega traces. And it takes one of each of those to make one sliver. Okay, there's a sliver right there. That's a sliver, and it takes one red, one blue, one yellow to make a sliver. And then you have give me 1 second here. I just need to confirm. Actually, do you know what? I'm going to set course for Vulcan, and yeah, we'll make our way there, and we'll talk about it en route. Okay, let's go down to Vulcan here. So if I go into R&D and if I go to special projects, here we are. These are the recipes for the omega traces. So it takes one of each to make a sliver. It takes 3 slivers to make an omega shard. It takes 3 shards to make an omega fragment, and then 3 omega fragments to make an omega technology or tech upgrade. And these tech upgrades are like the best in game. They are absolutely fantastic. I will talk about that when we have those 2 schools up to level 15. But trust me, you want to get in on these omega traces. It is mind-numbingly boring, but it is absolutely fantastic for upgrading your gear, or if you're not interested in that, for making energy credits. This stuff sells so well on the exchange. Everybody wants it because it's so good. And yeah, trust me, you want to get as much of this stuff as you can. And even if you're not going to use it yourself, put it on the exchange, and you will get a pretty penny for it. Now, it doesn't look like any anomalies are in range. This sucks. I hope I'm not on a bugged map now. There should be one down here, and I don't like that I can't see anybody down here. This is not good. Crud. Let's see how many maps there are. Excuse me. Well, it's just the one. Okay. I guess I'm going to have to run around and try and find one. This is not good, especially since I'm recording a freaking Let's Play walkthrough. This was another area that they used to be. Crap. Ooh. Hopefully we'll trip across one here pretty soon. Well, this had to happen. Well, this isn't looking good. Nope, nothing there. It looks like we're not the only one that's trying to find some. I wonder, does he know something that I don't? Probably not. I know that's a very arrogant statement. Ha-ha! So he did. Excellent. Okay, so we'll play the Omega minigame here. And this time we will get a blue one. There, we got a blue one. Excellent. So that game actually bugged out, which doesn't really matter. I mean, we got what we wanted, which was a blue fragment or trace. So now we just have to go to case 7 and we will pick up a yellow one there. Okay, K7 set course. Looks like we have some duty officer missions completed. Clicking to slipstream. Now, let's see, is there anything else that I need to discuss? Is there... We talked about the Lucari rep. We talked about the R&D school. Oh yeah, here's something. If I open up the galaxy map, you can see here the Alpha Quadrant has been expanded. Originally, the Alpha Quadrant only went up as far as here. This was the top of the Alpha Quadrant. They've added 15 new sectors to the Alpha Quadrant and expanded it. And there is a new space battle zone, which is up here, the Zinkethi battle zone. So, yeah, that's new. These, from here across up, these 15 sectors here are all brand new. I imagine that we are going to be getting new story content that is going to bring us to these different locations at some point in the future. So yeah, that's new. We're nearly at K7 now, so that's perfect. And we have to do this on the ground map, okay. As you can see, there's a lot of ships here because people are farming this stuff so much. By the way, a little top tip, it's much better, in my opinion, to farm this stuff on space maps, because you can usually find a sweet spot where, you know, you just don't have to move. You can stay in the same place every time and just constantly farm the traces. So in my opinion, space is better. Haha, got ya. Okay. So this time we will get a yellow trace, and this will complete the mission for us, and we will get 40 of the 7th anniversary prize vouchers, and we can add them to the project for the free tier 6 Lucari ship. And that will be 2 tier 6 ships then that we will have. Granted, this Lucari ship is it's really a science vessel, and I mean that it is actually designed as a science vessel, so it won't be any use to us for piloting, but it will be good as an Admiralty card at the very least. Oh, almost got a maximum. So you can see there now, I was just one Omega fragment off, and I got a sliver and 3 yellows. And if I open up R&D, we can see here now, look, there's the one of each trace, and that will give us this, which is a sliver. Then you get 3 slivers to make an Omega shard, 3 shards to make an Omega fragment, and 3 fragments to make an Omega tech upgrade. Yeah, and let's see, next thing we want to turn in the mission. Hit the wrong button. Here we are. We can hail Starfleet, and this is what we get. And I'm going to pick the party horn. This is the first time we've done it. And there's our 40 prize vouchers. And if I open up reputation, I can now add those to the project. So we only have 14 more days to do now. Excellent. I don't think there's much else really. Every year they hand out a new party horn, and every time they do something different. Each party horn is unique in what it can do. So if we give this the extra 2 seconds it needs, we'll see what this one does. Okay, it blows out fish. Jeez. Some of them blow out bubbles, some of them blow out balloons, tribbles. Yeah, there's all sorts of different ones, and these things do not bind to you either. So yeah, God, excuse me. You can freely trade them on the exchange, and you can purchase old ones on the exchange as well. Some of them are a lot harder to get, or impossible even to get, because yeah, there is a limited amount of these. It just depends on who gets them at the time. Yeah, so we'll leave it there for now for this episode. Thanks a million for watching, folks. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. My name is Winters, and I will see you next time. So until then, take care.